Hello everyone, welcome to our second lesson in math. It's measurement, and today we're going to review three types of measurements and practice converting units of measurements in the metric system. Part 1 is types of measurement. There are many types of measurements, but today we will work with three types. So that's linear for length, mass, and volume. When we're working with linear, we are using meters, so millimeter, kilometers, and we use a meter stick or a ruler to measure length or linear measurements. With mass, we use grams, so kilograms, centigrams, and we use a scale or a balance scale to measure mass. With volume, we're using liters, so milliliters and centiliters, and so on, and we use a graduated cylinder to measure volume. Part 2a, converting units of measurement. When you're first taught to convert units of measurement, you are introduced to this chart, and you are given an acronym to memorize so that you don't mix up the places of these units. So I was taught with King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk, and the U represents either meters, liters, or grams. You have two Ds, one is for deca, and the other one is for deci. So we don't mix them up. Deca would be a DA, and deci would be a D. Say you're given an example of 6 decimeters, and you want to convert that to millimeters. Well, you start with the 6 above the decimeter because that's what it is, 6 decimeters. And you go 2 times to the right to get to millimeters, and that gives you 2 zeros, so that equals to 600 millimeters. Therefore, 6 decimeters is equal to 600 millimeters. Practice. I have some practice questions here for you, and if you want to further challenge yourself, you could work with question 5 and 6. 5 is capacity, so 1,000 milliliters, you have to convert that to a liter, and 1,000 liters, you have to convert that to a kiloliter. With mass, you have a gram, convert that to a milligram, and 1,000 grams, convert that to kilograms. Part 2b, metric system pyramid. This is another way to convert units of measurement, and let's take a closer look at the pyramid itself. So at the center, you obviously have your units such as meters, liters, or grams. And going down, you have a decimeter, deciliter, or decigram, that's equal to 1 over 10. Centimeter, centiliter, centigram, that's equal to 1 over 100. And millimeter, milliliter, milligram, that's equal to 1/1000th. Then you have decameter, deciliter, decagram going up, so that's equal to 10. Hectometer, hectoliter, hectogram equal to 100. And kilometer, kiloliter, and kilogram equal to 1,000. So if you are going down each level, you are multiplying by 10. Or in other words, you're moving the decimal point to the right each time you drop one level. So for example, say we're at meters and we want to go to millimeters, we go to the right. And say we have an example of 3 meters and we want to convert that to centimeters. Well, we look at our pyramid. We're here in the middle for units. So we're working with meters right now. And we go down, and we're also multiplying by 10 each time. So to get to a centimeter, we have to multiply by 100. 3 times 100 is 300 centimeters. If you go up each level, you're dividing by 10, or you're moving the decimal point to the left each time you go up a level. So if we take a look at here, say we're at meters and we want to go to hectometers, we have to move to the left. And we're given an example here with 10 centiliters, and we want to convert that to hectoliters. Well, you're here at centimeters. You have to go up 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 zeros after the 1. That means 10,000. So 10 divided by 10,000 is 0.001 hectoliters. I have some more examples here. So 1 meters squared is equal to 10,000 centimeters squared. How? Because 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. If we square that, or in other words, 100 times 100, that's equal to 10,000. 1,000 centimeters cubed is equal to 1,000 milliliters, which is equal to 1 liter. Well, how is 1,000 centimeters cubed equal to 1,000 meters? Because 1 centimeters cubed is equal to 1 milliliter. They're the same measurement. There's no difference in volume. It's just one is measuring for liquids, which is the liter or milliliter, and the other is measuring for solids, which is a meter or the centimeter cubed. And to convert 1 milliliter to a liter, well, you just take, so in this case we have 1,000. So we take 1,000 and we're dividing it by 1,000 because we're going up. Remember, in this pyramid, we're going up to liters. We have to divide by 1,000 because there's 3 zeros, and we get 1 liter. And for this one, you do it yourself. So 820 centimeters cubed, do a similar process to what I did in example 2, and then convert whatever you found to a liter. To find the sum in meters, convert the items to meters. So this is a further challenge for you when you're adding units of measurement with different units of measurements, and you're told to find the answer in a specific unit of measurement. So for example, meters in this case. Then you have to convert these into the meters. So 2 kilometers, that's equal to 2,000 meters. Again, if we take a look at our pyramid here, we're at 2 kilometers here at the top. We are going down, so we are multiplying by 1,000, because that's a kilometer to a hectometer is 10, to decameter is 100, to a meter is 1,000. So 2 divided by, or 2 times 1,000 is 2,000 meters. And with 5 centimeters, we're at centimeters, we have to go to meters. So we're going up, we're dividing. So 5 divided by 100 is 0.05. And therefore, 200 meters plus 0.05 meters is equal to 2,000.05 meters. I have some practice questions here for you, and some of them are also like the one we just worked with, where you have different units of measurements and you want to add them to find them in a specific unit of measurement. So remember, you have to convert. And if you want to further challenge yourself, I have questions 7 and 8 here for you. They're basically the same thing, as just that this time you have 3 add-ins. So you have 300 kilograms plus 300 grams plus 300 centigrams. You have to convert them to milligrams and then add them to get your sum in milligrams. And you have 2 milligrams plus 4 grams plus 5 kilograms. You want to find your answer in kilograms, so you have to convert these two to kilograms because the 5 is already in kilograms, and you add them to get your sum in kilograms. So this was our lesson for today. Hopefully you were able to understand measurements and take advantage of the practice questions. I will be putting the answers in the description box. Other than that, thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one.